Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Here's Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They snap it to Fields. Left side, got Jones. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
In motion right is Wilson. These two teams all tied after one. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Red, yellow. Pause red. Go red.
In motion, Hill.
Red.
Tua on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Taken down at the 42.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Fields now to throw.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Byron Pringle, 34 yards.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The tight end in motion right.
They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Okay, right. Stick. Mega.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Heel, black.
On first down, Tagovailoa. A quick slant to Hill. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua.
It's a slant to Hill. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Red cycle.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
6.
14.
Trail green. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Tua.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd down, here's an option right. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Play action, now it's Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Second and 5. Now Fields going to keep it running left.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
In motion left goes a tight end. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
17.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Hey, blue.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Slot man moves right.
Yellow.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter, here's Tua.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And some room to work.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Right. 27.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Black Ultra.
2 now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
10 cycle.
It's a gain of 5.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
On the double.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it. and get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Gotta figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Fields going to take this himself.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Down.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweet.